Came, I just came from that channel. Ooh, I just came from that channel. What you need, that's why. Christ AM disciple in the building. So yeah, your boy be struggling with cussing and swearing. I've been pretty angry because my phone hasn't been responding the way how I expected it to. But it's all good, man. We're gonna talk about something that has to do with us as human beings and us as people. You know, as you can see from the title, uh, the most dangerous, reckless, hateful animal you'll ever find in the whole animal kingdom is us. We are the most dangerous. You know, we wipe out our own people, our own populations. We clear out populations of people. We clear out populations of animals. We clear out populations of plants and trees and wildlife. We do that. There's no other animal on the planet or plant that does that. You know, no animal. Animals generally will, will eat to exist. They mainly thrive to exist. So here's the thing. You know, a lot of people say, well, you know, humanity or humans, we are the most intelligent animal on the planet. That's not true. It's not true. If we were the most intelligent animal on the planet, this planet would be sustainable. The way we're going to destroy everything, right? And I know the Aquaman movie should cover something like that. I hope it does. Um, I hope that I hope that consecutive movies would do that. Now, Batman v Superman kind of covered some of that in the way how humanity, reacted to an alien such as Superman, and you know, there's some comparisons again between Superman and Jesus, and just how, you know, you know, there's the light elements of humanity and there's dark elements, and the dark elements of humanity is terrible. I mean, look at what the people did um, after, first of all, Superman went on trial, just like how Jesus went on trial, you know. And what did they say? They said crucify him, right? They wanted Jesus crucified. He did nothing wrong, but yet humanity, once again, the dark side of humanity, wanted him destroyed, assassinated, killed, removed. Superman goes down and is subject of trial at the Capitol. The Capitol blows up. And what is the reaction of some people? Some people are saying, burn him. And they got this like doll-like figure of Superman, and they lighted a fire, right? This is how destructive humanity is. This is how destructive we are. We're capable of good, great things, but we're also capable of very evil things. And you can't be the smartest guy in the room, and you're destructive. I know Lex Luthor is supposedly the smartest guy in the room, but not really. Because if the outcome is one that's destructive, then what's the use? Being the smartest guy in the room. You're not the smartest guy, you're the fool. And, in the Bible, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to get to it. It is said, and you'll be surprised who the fool is, but in the Bible it says that a fool says in his heart there is no God. And out of a fool's mouth comes much vanity. Those are two sayings. A fool is somebody who thinks that they can get by in life and achieve things for themselves through lying, through stealing, through destroying, destruction. That's a fool. All you got to do is look at nature. All you got to do is look at nature. You look at plants. The plants grow, they grow in the soil, and they provide. You look at animals, they harvest, they gather things, but they provide for the young, they provide for others. The nature, if you look at nature, nature tells you how to live in balance, right? You'll never see wild animals. Yeah, okay, so they say, oh, the dangerous animals like, tiger sharks and, great white sharks and, lions. But guess what? A lion is not just going to attack a human. A tiger shark, a great white shark, they're not just going to attack a human, right? Even if you're in the water, it's very likely that a human will attack a human and kill a human, then a shark will attack a human and kill a human, or a lion will attack a human and kill a human. Even if the human was out there in the wild, unless the lion's hunting him, it's very unlikely. I mean, if or you throw yourself in the pride of lions and then they have to defend themselves or whatever. But likely, if lions see humans coming, they're going to go their way. Because my point being that animals tend to only mess with you, meaning they only tend to come to you. If you see animals coming to you, it's because animals, they think of you as not threatening. If you in any way, shape, or form seem threatening to them, they're going to run from you. Fight or flight hormone. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to what I was saying. So Jesus was on trial, right? He was on trial. And when Pilate asked that he be free, they said, crucify. When we look at Superman, after the explosion, you know, people are in the news saying, burn him, right? Destructive. And that's an alien. And Jesus was a human. And check this out. Just to make a point. We're destructive to ourselves. We're destructive to other species of animals and plants. We're destructive to the planet itself and the atmosphere. We've been very destructive. Thank God for COVID. COVID kind of shut everything down and helped the world to kind of catch back a certain degree of balance to itself. Because we were hell-bent on destroying this planet. Hell-bent. Just destructive. And we're a danger to ourselves because of that. We're our own enemy. You know, God gave us dominion over this planet, and instead of managing it properly and keeping it in balance, we tend to want to just destroy everything and try and center everything to ourselves. And this is what is causing all these problems in the world. Because they're power-hungry people who feel that this is the way the world must go, and no other way. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Restore the Snyderverse. Yes, I know about Dan Lin. I don't know too much about him. I listened to his statements. I listened to the interview he had with recently. I don't know how to feel about him. Zaslav looked like he was hell-bent on having the Snyderverse restored. Dan Lin is a question mark for me. You know, I was listening to Sil, and he's all, happy about the selection and everything, and I'm not too sure I'm happy about the selection. I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest with you. The guy, was involved with Justice League Mortals, with George, what's his name? George, the guy who did what's it called? The series on HBO Max, which was really good. I forgot what the name of it is right now. But George Miller, I think is his name. George Miller. He was going to be doing Justice League Mortals, which would have been dope as hell. Because George Miller's an excellent director. But didn't work out. So I don't know how to feel about that, because Dan Lin, now he did do the Lego Batman, the It series, and he was a producer on that, and he was a producer on something else. I can't remember what. I think the Lego series. What did I feel about the Lego series? It's funny, it's humorous, but I didn't really particularly. I don't really particularly dig it. But I know that was comedy. He was mainly doing with the Lego. And it was good. People, with soul and stuff. But Justice League Mortals, that would have been pretty good. And so, Zack Snyder's doing Justice League. Would Dan Lin be an asset? Would Dan Lin want Zack Snyder to come back and do Justice League? Would Dan Lin have his own ideas? Or would he be excited about the project? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about him. And the fact that he kind of called us bots, or, he suggested that we were bots or whatever, doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing or a good thing. I just don't know how to feel about it. Because I just don't know how to feel about him, to be honest with you. But he was one of the guys from way, way back when who was supposed to do this Justice League movie, and it never came to pass. And it was probably going to be a good movie. But thankfully that didn't happen. And now we have a Justice League movie. Now, let me be straight with you. I don't know if Dan Lin is pro restore the Snyderverse or not, because the way how he reacted about us being bots, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I was listening to the interview and he's kind of making a joke, like if he was trying to be in Tatiana's favor or something. I don't know what he meant by that. And if that's his attitude to us, then we may have an antagonistic relationship once again, and he may have to get fired. You know what I mean? He may have to go. He may be another Hamada, and we just have to kick his ass out of there eventually. Because he needs to understand something, but maybe he doesn't. And he'll get it, hopefully in time. Um, we as fans got a lot of power. And a lot of us are Snyder Cut fans. A lot of us, you know, like Zack Snyder, this is what we want. We've been telling the studio what we want. I don't know if the studio feels like it's bowing to us or whatever, but clearly this we've been saying what we want. And you give us what we want, we'll be happy. And you're gonna make a ton of money. You know, we've been saying this for the longest while. So I don't know if Warner Brothers got the memo or not. Now, David Zaslav so far has been moving as if this is what he wants, right? I don't know, man. We're gonna see. Now, I saw pieces of the Flash movie. I was not impressed with it. So hopefully, Flash movie will be good. Hopefully, we have to hope. I hope they're doing a lot of changes and making it more cinematic. It didn't look cinematic to me. It looked like a cheap uh, Doctor Who film or CW film. So hopefully Muschietti can get that thing lined up, because otherwise it's gonna be crap. So David Zaslav, you know, he's pumping money into the Flash to hopefully get that to work. Dan Lin was a guy that was supposed to head the DCEU back in the day, 2007, somewhere there, and now he's getting his opportunity to do it again. So maybe. So if that's the guy that they're going to go with, I don't know how I feel about him, because it's like, but he's been there from way back, so it may be a good thing, as well as it may not be a good thing for the Restore the Snyderverse campaign, which is what we're about. I'm not stopping doing the Restore the Snyderverse campaign. We're gonna keep it pressing, you know. So hopefully we can see that happen. You know, we're hearing Henry Cavill might come back. They're saying, you know, I saw some news, which I don't believe, that Henry Cavill, you know, doesn't want to do the role and it sucks. That's bullshit. You know, Henry Cavill just up to recently had an interview where he wanted to explore more of the bright Superman side before going into Justice League 2. It's definitely Henry Cavill gonna have that. So I can't wait to see Henry Cavill at the end of Black Adam. How they piece him in, if they do a good job with Black Adam. I don't know. Again, I don't really feel excited for Black Adam, I'll be honest with you. But just to see what David Zaslav and they are doing, and you know, how they're moving forward. Hopefully, Black Adam is a success, and Henry Cavill's you know, cameo at the end is good, solid. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know. We just have to clutch at straws here. I'm hoping that The Rock has success with that movie. We'll see. I don't know. You know, like I said before, we are a danger to ourselves as humanity, and sometimes people get too full of themselves and they don't realize they're part of a bigger picture, and that they need to have a responsibility and fill in their role. You know, a lot of leaders feel that, you know, this gives them a sense of entitlement, gives them a sense of power, and that's not what it's about. You get a leadership position because you can fill a role and you can delegate responsibilities and you can inspire people to move forward. Anyways, so we'll see what's happening with Warner Brothers. But what I want to say though is, Walter Hamada is definitely out because there's a guy replacing him, which may be Dan Lin. It may be Dan Lin. It might not be Dan Lin, but it seems as though he's the guy. Hopefully, Dan Lin's an open-minded guy and can work with everybody. Of course, they greenlit the Batman, Matt Reeves sequel, which I expected. Like I said, I told you guys, I think that, but I know that David Zaslav is going to be focused on Ben Affleck's Batman. He's not really focused on Matt Reeves' thing. That's outside the DCU, and they're focused on the thing that earns the most money is going to be focused on the DCU and getting that right. So, of course, I love the former DCEU that got running, and I think David Zaslav, and even if we think of Dan Lin, he was going to have Justice League Mortals, which would have been great, So because George Miller is a hell of a director. So that caliber of movie would have been great. So anyway, what I could say is that I think Dan Lin would probably, if Zack Snyder's coming back, he might be a good. But I don't know. I don't know how to assess him. So I'm just gonna. And then what he said to that stupid woman, Tatiana, whatever her name is, um, you know, and he even added to it. I just hope. I hope that. I hope that he's not really attacking us again. We've been attacked so many times by, administration and management, and for them to attack us again would just be terrible because again, demoralizing your fan base, alienating people, alienating your customers from you. It's just stupid. But hopefully he can be much more wiser and choose his words better and have respect for us as fans, and what we have accomplished in the business. If not, well, good luck, buddy. I'm not going to be watching the DCEU. I don't care. Ben Affleck and all those guys are in there. If it's not running according to course, it doesn't matter who's in the movie. It matters about the tone of the movie and the quality of the movie. And David Ass was talking about having quality, so hopefully Dan Lin can get that quality going. If not, his ass is grass and he's gonna be out that door, right? Because Zaslav don't like non-productive people. So hopefully Dan Lin can do something. We'll see. Um, I'm not particularly happy with certain people. I see interviewing these guys, but they're allowing these people to do it. So Tatiana and Roberto Solo, or whatever his name is. So I don't say that. Hopefully, hopefully, things walk in our direction and continue to work in our direction. Guys, I'm gonna be talking about restore the Snyderverse till I die. Until I die, or until they get it restored. I do not believe it's restored yet. I have no guarantees about that until I see it with my two eyes and I see Ray Fisher in the Flash. Ray Fisher in the Flash, Henry Cavill in Black Adam. We already know Ben Affleck's gonna be there, and Gal Gadot, and Jason Momoa, and Ezra Miller is gonna be there. So if Ray Fisher's in there, and um, you see Ray Fisher pop up in the Flash, it's over. But if you don't see Ray Fisher pop up in the Flash, there's still a number of things that has to happen. One, gotta see Henry Cavill, right? So we know the Trinity is these guys. It's gonna be Henry Cavill, it's gonna be Ben Affleck, and it's gonna be Gal Gadot. So that's supposed to happen for Black Adam. Fine. But if Black Adam is a shit film, what does it matter, right? It would be cool. Oh yeah, right, great. We had Henry Cavill in it, but it's shit film. I'm not gonna go see it again, right? But if Black Adam happens to be good and it becomes a hit, not Aquaman hit, I mean a real hit. If it becomes a hit, then I'm definitely going to say, all right, Zaslav and they got it. They got it. They understand it, right? Because remember, George Miller, Raised by Wolves. George Miller did Raised by Wolves, right? Hell of a movie, hell of a TV series. And George Miller, was the guy who did Aliens, I think, or something like that. So George Miller is really good. So me, any George Miller film, if George Miller was going to do Justice League, it was going to be crazy, okay? And if Dan Lin was ahead of that, crazy. So if Dan Lin is that kind of guy, then I believe that he'll let Zack Snyder do his thing and protect Zack Snyder. This is the whole idea: protect him so he can get all the way in. Hopefully they get back Christopher Nolan as well, because Christopher Nolan puts out some good movies for Warner Brothers. So hopefully with the change of regime in Warner Brothers, we'll be back on track with what we was doing. But I don't really know. Dan Lin, I'm hoping Dan Lin is not against the fans. He's not against us, because that's going to really hurt the brand of DC. You can't be hating DC fans. We're the ones that are the bloodline of your company, and there's a lot of us. So hopefully, these guys, um, you know, uh, hopefully, hopefully Dan Lin is the dude to make it happen. Make it happen for all of us, and make us feel happy about DC and DC Studios and everything. I don't know if he's the Kevin Feige of DC, but I do know that we are hopeful. So I'm gonna be hopeful. I don't know too much about the guy. Like I said before, Justice League Mortals. I always wanted to know a little bit more about that, but it was scrapped and everything. So hopefully, this is it. This is it. We will see. We will see. Um, and he's excited for the opportunity. So we'll see. That's all I got for you guys right now. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I do have to bust some sleep. I was working all day, and then I fell asleep in the middle of the day, and I got back up, and I was working again, and I'm feeling the sleep coming on. So before I fall asleep, let me just leave you guys with this one piece of scripture stuff, and I'm out of here. All right, so it says, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and a sound mind. This comes from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, if you guys want to reference it. And basically, you gotta go brave, gotta go strong, gotta keep faith. Keep the faith that we're gonna see restore the Snyderverse happen. I also keep the faith with whatever is going on in your life. No matter how bad you fall, or how bad other people around you fall, or how bad things get, don't forget that to keep that faith and look beyond to what God has in store. Keep your focus on that, and believe that the Lord's in control. Uh-huh. Sleep is coming for every situation. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I am Christ. I am disciple. Have a good day. Peace. Good night too. Oh yeah, right. Okay, so I'm gonna shut this down.